Hello out there, everybody listening, and welcome back to episode 2 of OFFBeat on the Beat. This is Sylvia Huddleston.
I'm Caroline Bauer.
And today we're here with our first ever guest, Sylvia Kollasch. You might have heard her on Spotify or Apple Music with her new album, or you might have seen her walking around in a cool outfit. So here we are with Sylvia. Sylvia, want to say hi?
Hi, everyone. I'm Sylvia Kollasch. I'm so excited to be here.
So the reason we decided to bring Sylvia on is because obviously all of our podcast guests have a story to tell, have a something positive in their life to represent. And we would like to today acknowledge Sylvia's devotion to music and how she uses music as a coping mechanism in life and uses it to help others. Okay, so let's just dive in from the top. Sylvia, do you want to talk a little bit about your experience with music and what you've done so far, where you began, kind of?
Sure. Yeah. I've always loved music ever since I was a little kid. My mom made me take piano lessons when I was in elementary school. And I also love performing, like doing just little shows in my family room. And then I started to get into musical theater more in middle school. And then high school is where I realized that I really like songwriting and performing my own stuff. I taught myself guitar. I already knew piano for my lessons. And yeah, so now I have an album out and it's really exciting because I've been working so hard on all my music for so long and I feel like it's really paid off.
It's definitely paid off, that's for sure.
Yes, Caroline and I both are huge fans of your songs. Every time we have to drive around a lot to go buy certain stuff and whatever for our shirts. That's pretty much all we have been listening to for the past however long it's been out. And we have gotten some pretty weird looks from passing cars. We're trying to hit those notes. So let's just obviously you came out with your album. They're all original songs, and each song and the whole album together kind of it tells a story. So do you want to talk about like where your inspiration came from for those songs, or if the whole album came at once, whatever it was?
Yeah. So a lot of the songs I wrote I wrote them at Interlochen Arts Camp that I went to over the summer. And a lot of them were just prompts that I had and that my teacher would give me. And so I'd start writing a song like, let's say, Night and Day. I don't remember what the prompt was, but I started to write that for a class. Also, Don't Trust Him, and Sunset Hair. So yeah, and then a couple more songs I wrote when I was home. My Love Can't Be Tamed and You Said I Said. So I was working with my voice teacher with this, and we were talking about putting out an album, and we were trying to figure out what songs could go where, and like if there was a theme, what it could be. And a lot of the songs seem to represent something with like a relationship or love, something like that. So I kind of made like it kind of like a storyline. Like it starts out with Night and Day, with like a summer fling. That's where it starts, and then Sunset Hair's next. So it's like just still like a little bit like of a love story, and then next is I think it's Don't Trust Him. So there's like a little conflict going on, and then eventually at the end, it's like you realize that you're okay without that person. Like it ends with piece me together, like they're trying to piece you together, but I'm good now. I don't need them. I'm good just by myself. So yeah.
Yeah, and that's like a really strong message, we think. But also, just going a little bit off track, you said that Sunset Hair came from a prompt. Personally, we have spent hours like analyzing, trying to be like, is this real? Is it not? Like, what is this? Like, what? Like, who is in the call at the beginning?
Like there's no way her dad is actually watching over her.
Yeah. And then we're like, when did she go to Hawaii? Like, it's just like a whole, it's like we've gotten a little, it's almost overkill the amount of time we spend thinking about it now. But anyway, so obviously today is September 5th. September is Suicide Awareness Month, or Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. And a couple days ago, you made a really cool post on Instagram just talking a little bit about, opening up about your story and sharing with others that they're not alone. Do you want to talk about how any struggles you've had in your past, how you've used music to just kind of get through that, and it's come to your advantage?
Yeah. So really, when I really realized that I kind of had social anxiety in middle school, I was always kind of shy. I didn't really participate in classes. And so but I still love music. So I'd always do like the talent show or the musicals. And those always helped me like get to know more people. And whenever I just was on the stage, I felt so much more comfortable because I was doing something that I loved doing. So yeah, something with that. And then also starting in high school, I was diagnosed with depression, and really just like writing songs about my feelings help. Like if I was having a rough night, I'd just like pick up my guitar and start writing what I was feeling. And that actually helps me a lot with like figuring out how I'm feeling. Like sometimes I don't know why I'm feeling sad, but sometimes it helps me to like analyze my feelings, I guess. Also just helps me get my emotions out. So yeah, also just listening to music so much, it calms me a lot. And yeah, just playing music makes me so much more happy. Being on stage, singing songs that I love, seeing people enjoy them, that really makes me happy, especially. But yeah, music has really helped me with my mental health overall.
So where do you want to like take music? Like, what are your aspirations?
Well, right now I'm applying to college for music, like songwriting, and then also music business. So I would love to live off of performing, but that's like such a small chance.
Risky, but
yeah.
I mean, we think you're there, but obviously,
yeah, but,
it's just, you gotta, better safe than sorry.
Yeah, and also it's something that I love doing. I feel so passionate about it. I'd rather do something that I love instead of something that I don't feel happy doing.
Right.
So, yeah, but I have music business as a backup to help like get jobs and stuff in the music industry. So it's still part of music, which I love, but it's more stable.
Yeah. People listening out there, we're not sure if you're aware. We go to school with Sylvia. We're in the grade below. I just want to share that personally, I remember last year, I had seen Sylvia around school, didn't know her. And I didn't have any idea of who she was. I guess I kind of got a shy or a timid kind of impression, but then I went to a event and you played your song Piece Me Together, and I was like, Jesus Christ, like she can sing, like who knew she could actually like be loud. And then I was like, that's like really cool that that you found that outlet in that way. And I guess like obviously I have no musical talent, which is one of my biggest insecurities, and I'm really sad about it forever. But I in 7th grade I taught myself ukulele, and that's about the closest I'll ever get to knowing anything about how to do music. I took piano lessons when I was little, guitar. I never was able to like do it. But like I just think it's cool that you can like channel those things to like cope. And like I personally, like I love playing the ukulele if I'm having a bad night or whatever, but it doesn't turn out in a Spotify album. So that's just like really cool that you having a bad night can turn into something like huge. And like
you also cannot sing.
I know, but like
so like that is a bit of a factor.
It's a bit of a factor. I do sometimes write songs, I write a lot, just like stories. I write TED Talks. I just write a lot of random stuff to kind of put my words out, like poetry.
Yeah.
So I think we're kind of similar in that way. So, do you think like, how should I like, your struggles, your personal battles, whatever, have influenced your music, or like, just because you said earlier that you pick up your guitar or whatever, do your struggles have an impact on like what you produce?
Definitely. Like I've wrote some songs about depression before. I've wrote songs about having a fallout with a friend. So yeah, I feel like yeah, I do. Um, I don't I don't know what else to say.
Well, yeah, and obviously it's hard to kind of like have those things and like put it out to the world.
Hmm.
Do you have future plans of kind of opening up and like using your music to really indirectly or directly help someone who is struggling with mental health?
Yeah, definitely. That would be awesome if one of my songs or a couple of my songs made someone feel better about themselves, made them realize that they're amazing, and that mental health it's okay to have. Um, so yeah, that would just be incredible if someone felt that way about my songs, and I'd feel honored too because my music actually helps people in some way.
Right. Do you think that oh, I just lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say?
When it comes to like the type of music you make, do you have any inspirations?
Um, hmm, I don't know. I listen to a lot of different music. Like, I listen to pop, I listen to indie, I listen to like electronic music. But I guess some of my friends, like I remember Sunset Hair, one of my friends wrote a song with kind of like the similar melody, and I like switched it up a bit. So that they kind of inspired me. I don't know if I like specific artists that I don't know. I feel like the music that I write is kind of different than the music I listen to. But lately, I feel like I've been writing more songs that um, that's like the kind of music that I like. Like I just wrote a song recently called Serendipity, and it's like on the piano. It's kind of jazzy, and I guess it's like R&B, and I love R&B too. Like the artist Her, she's incredible, and that kind of inspired me. And I'm also trying to experiment more with like music production. I took a class in June, and I've been listening to a lot of Lorde recently, and I love how her songs are produced. And I've been trying to I guess mimic some of her production stuff in her songs. So yeah, those are the people that have been inspiring me recently.
So does that mean there's gonna be a second album soon?
Possibly. I need to figure it out.
I'm
But yeah,
ready for my Apple Music replay to come up like #1 artist Sylvia Kollasch, and then me to be like, like, but I just, I wanted. Oh, so you talk a lot about how you wrote this, you wrote that, whatever. How many songs do you think you have written? Like, if you even, I mean, I don't know if you know the exact number, but can you guess? Like,
I don't know. Well, I definitely don't write like a song every day or like every week.
mm-hmm.
Um, Maybe like around a lot of songs I don't finish too. Like I
Yeah.
write the lyrics and then I forget about it. Like I have so many loose sheets of paper like all over my room, like in random drawers and stuff. So I feel like it could be like around like 50 or 60, something like that.
Wow. That's like
Yeah.
well, and like songs I feel like are hard because like one song could take as long as like a book because you just have to make it fit and you have to make it work or whatever. So that's like really, it's like a lot of songs. And you said that you really only got into songwriting like beginning of high school.
Yeah, beginning of high school. I like wrote songs before, like in middle school. I remember for like my health project, I like
Oh yeah.
wrote a song with like my ukulele. And then like I wrote like silly little songs when I was little.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really got more serious about it in high school.
Yeah. That's a really cool thing to, like, everyone like finds, like their main passions in high school. And it's cool that that you're not like, oh, I play girls lacrosse, and you're really out there on your own and doing your own thing. And so
Really just like went after all the lacrosse players.
I not just lacrosse, I play lacrosse. Like, I'm just saying, like, people tend to just stick to what everyone else is doing. And I think where I'm going with this is like, you're obviously, you are like, you're, whether you're struggling or not, um you're true to yourself, and you're always, unique. How do you our offbeat slogan is unique together. We have it on these bracelets. Like, how do you use like being unique to your advantage and not be like hurt by it?
I don't know. Well, I guess definitely like freshman year, I was more like self-conscious, and like I was like, I don't know, trying to like fit in with other people and what they were doing too. Um, and then I guess I kind of just had the realization like junior year, like I don't really care what people think of me. I dyed my hair pink that year, which was fun. And I started like wearing different kind of clothes. Yeah, I guess I just learned that being your own person, being who you are, shouldn't be something to be. So shouldn't be something that you're afraid of. I think it's amazing to be unique, because you stand out from people. And I don't know. I feel more comfortable when I'm this way. Like I feel when I'm more unique, I guess. I don't know.
Mhm.
So yeah.
um what oh so actually, I'll talk about that in a second. um so I was gonna say, what obviously you said, junior year you dyed your hair pink, whatever. Did you have like any moment or like any breakthrough, I guess, that like, was there anything that you did that really helped you realize that? Or like, were there any steps you had to take to get through your personal like mental health struggles or insecurities to just get to the place where you were okay with being unique and being yourself?
Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, I think definitely like summer in between sophomore and junior year um, was like that was probably where my like realization came mostly. Maybe like a little bit at the end of sophomore year too. But I don't know, I just met so many cool people with dyed hair, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're so cool. I want to be them. And so I don't know, I guess that kind of like inspired me, and like they all like looked so confident, and they weren't afraid of like what other people thought. And I was like, I want to be like that.
Yeah.
I should like take the risk. Why not?
Yeah.
So I guess that was kind of something that I realized then. Yeah, just realizing that like, I don't know, where was I going with this? I don't know, just like not worrying about what other people think. Like, and especially with like pink hair, like you definitely stand out.
Right.
So I don't know, I was really like amazed by them, and like how they just were so confident with that. And I guess I wanted to be like them, and I wanted to be confident as well. And I feel like, yeah, dyeing my hair did boost my confidence.
Yeah.
because I did get some looks in school. I did get some comments by teachers, but like I was still really cool with it, and yeah.
So let's see, we have two more things for you, and then we'll talk a little bit about your shirt. So wait. Oh, let's just talk about your not you know, whatever you want to say, like your personal mental health struggles and like how you you sought help, what made you get help, and like how you got to where you are today.
Yeah. So my mental health, like my depression, really got bad. Like February, winter of like sophomore year. I didn't really realize what it was. I was just like, whatever. I'm just like sad sometimes. But then like it's funny. On my birthday, I actually had a huge breakdown. And then my parents were like, okay, yeah, you need help. um, so yeah, I guess I was already seeing like a therapist before. Um, and I guess she agreed that I should probably like go somewhere. So I went to like a health center to help with my mental health. Yeah, I guess I've always been open to getting help. Um, yeah. So yeah, I guess I learned a lot there, and I was doing pretty great for a while. And then junior year came along, and I was not in a good place again. It kind of got worse. So at first I was like so low for like months, and I like wouldn't go to school for like days, and I kept telling my mom like I don't feel good. I don't want to do this. And then eventually she was like, okay, we're gonna send you back to that place. So yeah, I've always been open to help once again. And like sometimes it's scary to get help, like especially like when I was there the first time. I like cried because it was so overwhelming.
Yeah.
And I don't know. What was the rest of the question?
um I guess so like how has like what you've done to seek help, like how has that gotten you to where you are now?
Yeah, just realizing that something's not right. That's like the first step. Um, and yeah, once you acknowledge that and realize that you do need help, that's like really important. Acknowledging and realizing that you do need help and accepting that. Then you can be open to getting help from other people, learning new things, skills, um, stuff like that. And that's an important step. Um, so yeah, I guess that really helped me get to where I am today, just realizing that I'm not going to be perfect 24/7. I still have my like highs and lows. Um, but I've realized that it just comes with my mental illness, and it's okay to feel sad sometimes. Um, so yeah.
Very I think very wise words. So just um last thing, we'll have you chime in what you just kind of said this, but to sum it all up, what is your main piece of advice for anyone out there listening to this, who is A, trying to get the courage to seek help, B, having hard times during the healing process, or C, um, in a similar place where you are at the point of acceptance where you're still but you still face ups and downs. So what advice do you have for anyone out there struggling?
I say, once again, the first step is like acknowledging that you need help. Um, and that helps. You could like tell your social what's it called?
Social worker.
Yeah, social worker. Or just
Haven't
telling
been at school in a while.
or telling a trusted adult about how you're feeling. Sometimes different people take it different ways. Some people could say it's nothing. Some people could be really helpful. So I'd say I feel like opening up has been really good for me. Like I was scared at first of like going out and like saying, yeah, I have depression, I have anxiety. But now I'm like, hey, maybe this could help other people. So if you're not comfortable with like being out there saying you have mental health, you don't have to. But I'd say just take every day, take it day by day, and just try to think of the positive things in life, I guess. It's sometimes hard, but try to be grateful for what you have. That's a big thing. And yeah.
Preach. So I guess to sum it all up, we are dropping a design. It's going to be live on the website when this podcast is released. This design is exclusive to Sylvia. It has a design that represents her music and kind of her story. Go check out that design on the website when it's up, when this is up. It's so confusing. Go buy it, and then we will be donating the profit back to Sylvia's music career. So go do that, and go listen to Sylvia's album on any streaming platform. And anything else?
Yeah, Sylvia, do you want to just talk about the kind of the shirt and what you want to like express through the design?
Yeah, wait, I don't even know what the design is.
Oh, I thought
maybe you did send it. Maybe I just.
We sent it to you a while ago. We made it up kind of, and just talked about your song "Piece Me Together."
It's just kind of through our interpretation.
So
okay, yeah.
we basically are like, our goal is to just have anybody who uses music as an outlet come buy the shirt. For you, what does this shirt mean?
I'd say I like the puzzle pieces in the shirt. Like kind of like when you're at a hard place, it kind of feels like you're falling apart. All like the puzzle pieces are like coming undone, stuff like that.
Sorry, I just want to sing so badly now. We're gonna have to start sending you videos of me in the car.
No.
Yeah, I love to see this.
I'm really good. I have one of those carpool microphones.
It's so bad.
Oh wait, yeah.
I turn that thing all the way up. People outside hear it. It's awesome. But so once again, guys, the shirt will be live when this podcast is live. Go buy it. Go support Sylvia. Go support those who are unique together, just like us here at OFFBeat. And once again, go listen to that album. It's called Nothing Like You on any streaming platform. Go follow Sylvia. Go follow us. And Sylvia, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
OFFBeat is off the beat.